So 4 stars have finally announced the official release date for Season 1 of Power Book 4 Force, which is February the 6th, and along with the announcement they've given us a few extra scenes from the first season of Force, which we've not seen before, so we're going to run through a few of these new scenes and the new characters that we've got our first glimpse of. But of course, if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button if you want to see everything Power Book 4 Force and Power Universe related. But first things first, it was teased a few weeks ago that Power Book 4 Force could be coming on February the 6th by Joseph Sikora, and now it's official. It's going to be coming straight after Power Book 2 Ghost is finished with its second season. So we have Power back to back, 20 weeks straight of just Power, and then I'm sure it won't be too long before Raising Kanan is back on our screens with its second season next summer. But let's get into some of these new scenes that we've seen in the teaser for Force and some of the new characters. And we all know that this is going to be the true continuation from Power, the grittiness, the vibes, the story and the players, and it's what I feel instantly from this new teaser. Just Tommy driving into this cold, snowy Chicago. It's going to kick off from the very first episode. From the very first episode it's going to be action packed, and we see Tommy smoking, and he does want all the smoke, just like he said in his return to Power Book 2 Ghost, and we are going to be getting the answers as to why Tommy stopped in Chicago, as we see him sneaking up to someone by the looks of this scene. But we need to find out why Chicago and not LA, because at the end of season 6 episode 13 he was on his way to LA, but all of a sudden he stopped in Chicago, and I'm sure it's something that they're going to answer in the very first episode, and I do think they will pick up from where they left off with Tommy's story in season 6 episode 13, because they need to give us this story and the timeline of events before he came back to New York to deal with this whole Tasha situation. This is a scene that we've already seen through one of the previous teasers, which is Tommy blowing something up with a huge explosion behind him, but he gets warned. You don't want to stick around in Chicago, possibly by law enforcement. We don't actually have any details on this character from what we know of so far, but one person who we do have details on is Gloria, who's going to be Tommy's love interest, something we mentioned a while ago because she cooks food and we all know Tommy loves his food. There's going to be love, action, deaths on Power Book 4 Force, and it is really going to be bringing the old Power vibes back, and Gloria is going to be Tommy's love interest. We all know what happened to his last two, Holly and Lakeisha, so hopefully it's their time, lucky for Tommy, but we all know the consequences of being in a game like this. We see Diamond and Tommy, a scene that we've already spoken about previously, and a character that we've spoken about before. We're going to see him and Tommy working together before it cuts to a scene which was teased before. This is a scene where we're going to see Tommy being stopped by a few SUVs, and after he gets stopped in this scene, we're going to see a few guys coming out and surrounding Tommy's car, pointing the guns at him. It could be some of Jason Michich's men, because we know they're from Chicago, and there is some unfinished business there, even though his death was blamed on Dre. Now we also get our first look at Walter Flynn, who's the head of the Irish crime family in Chicago. Despite him living a life of immense prosperity in his castle on the lake, he longs the way things used to be. Walter believes that without community and family, there's no tradition, and his deeply held code of honor bleeds into every aspect of his life. Walter quickly sees the criminal organization that he built facing threats that he's never accounted for, so he's the head of the Irish crime family in Chicago, and he's going to take a liking to Tommy because he's going to be replacing his son Vic Flynn, who we also saw in the teaser. He resents the fact that his father mapped out his future and won't like that Tommy showing up and replaced him, so there definitely is going to be some issues there with Vic Flynn. Now this is a character that we've spoken about before, Simon McDougal. We saw Simon McDougal telling him that you don't want to do this in the teaser before, and it definitely looks like we're going to be seeing the same Tommy that we're used to, the ruthless and no nonsense Tommy, and Simon could be the first person in Chicago to feel who Tommy is. But this is Claud Flynn, Walter Flynn's daughter, and she's going to be the only daughter to the largest kingpin in Chicago. Astute doesn't even begin to describe her because her intellect is a mixture of Ivy League and lecture halls and Chicago street smarts. She's brilliant as a politician and blunt as a pipe wrenched to the face. Claude doesn't need no green light or permission to set things in motion. She's the fire starter and the one person who nobody in Chicago should ever count out. In a male-dominated business, Claude is determined to carve out her own path, and one that might save her family in the end. So she's someone who will make her mark and carve out her own destiny, something that might save her family from trouble, as the teaser finishes with Tommy firing off some shots and them officially announcing that Power Book 4 Force is coming on February the 6th. So there we have it, the official date for Power Book 4 Force's first season, and some extra scenes from what I'm sure is going to be the best Power spin-off and the one that everybody is really waiting for. So drop all your thoughts and comments down below, and of course if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button if you want to see everything Power Book 4 Force and Power Universe related. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.